back, like
Damage
he's
control.
going back, like he's going back to Waterdeep ahead, and
Public
basically he's
relations
gonna
stint.
say, expect in a day or two for the party to arrive with the leader of that town in chains, but we don't have any proof, so we need to like make this blow as you know as
There's going to
as
be
light as
bad press.
possible. Yeah, because I
All right,
fully
let's do
expect
this.
them to drag him back to town within the next basically within the next day or two after we get back.
All right, let's do this.
Which group do you want to be with, Aylis?
I guess it would just make sense story-wise that like just for some reason never left Waterdeep, and I'll meet up with you guys there.
All right.
That sounds like it'll work if it works for Dean. Unless Dean wants to somehow convince us to go back to Waterdeep, the Misty Forest.
We left without you. Oh wait, we got. Hey, you guys left? I didn't know you left. that, it's
I
cool.
saw a squirrel and I had to chase it.
Yeah, we could have used an Elmo Enclave guy. I guess Corey was Emerald Enclave. Never mind. There you go. We need an Emerald Enclave guy.
It was a really interesting looking squirrel, okay?
It was red and its tail looked like it was on fire.
I'm back.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Did I miss anything?
Just a recap. Especially a bit about the Netherese sword and the elf being more afraid of the Netherese sword than he was about the dragon.
Okay. Is everyone
Yeah.
here? Is Lonnie back? Her basement's flooding. I'm gonna assume she's not. Oh, wow,
Lonnie,
she's
I'm pretty
not.
sure is gone until later.
Okay.
Roger, last I knew, was getting a soup and a sandwich. He may still be AFK.
And is Tim here?
Last I knew, Tim was also getting food, but that was
Okay.
like 10 minutes ago.
Let's we'll give people a couple minutes though.
Cool.
Yeah, that was the summary
Does
at the
Dean
very.
know where we're at now?
I was off sound, so I already knew where you were at. I hope. I hope.
Oh yeah, and Hazrat, the demon sword went all crazy, and
And Roger's unconscious.
Roger's character had a huge vision and with a glowing orb in the middle of this dark room, which he smashed to pieces. Oh yeah, and Gyron felt a disturbance in the weave when that happened. And
Yeah, it's pretty far away to feel a disturbance in the weave.
I think Roger's character took like 10d10 psychic damage, or 20d10 psychic damage.
Yeah, basically enough to just say that he gets knocked out.
Enough to knock him out without killing him outright.
Yeah. Another
He could have
thing that
rolled
I
really
am
badly, though.
probably
Has Hazron
going to
taken over
go.
yet?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Has Hazron taken over yet?
I think that was more or less what happened, but we don't know the details.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
I'm sure Dean has plans.
I don't have plans. I just want to see where the story goes.
Well, when I'm back in Waterdeep, the first thing I'm going to end up doing is engaging my faction and figure out what to do because politics is not really my strong suit.
Well, you're
so...
not that
I'll
close to
engage your
Waterdeep
faction
yet.
too. My
Right.
my faction probably won't care.
But no, basically the idea that I'm having is engage my faction, figure out what to do, talk to the leaders of whoever needs to be talked to, like the leaders, the leader of or the king of that forest that didn't even really want us there in the first place, and then we trudge in and haul off the leader right after a dragon attack. So the next thing that I'm probably gonna look into doing is seeing if we can like get in touch with like his faction and question
So,
their
Chiron,
wisdom of why they would endorse a worshipper of Asmodeus and why we're even trusting him with the fate of the Sword Coast when he's the supreme ruler of the Nine Hells.
Wait, where did this come from?
He's made prayers to Asmodeus or something before. I remember.
Who are we talking? Oh, Roger.
Uthgar.
Yeah.
Uthgar. Like, and I don't know if I would know what faction he's a member of, but I mean, I would.
So, Gyron,
I would probably raise the
that...
question of why we are putting all of our trust. I mean, obviously they're trusting us to, fight this evil, but what would I'm going to be questioning the wisdom of why we have shit, I'm getting tongue-tied. Basically, why we're trusting our fate in the hands of someone who is worshiping the supreme ruler of the Nine Hells and the patron of tyranny.
So I should point out that Blue is also a Fiend Pack Warlock. I don't have a specific fiend that I worship in mind, but yeah, there's that.
Well, if I know of if I've seen you utter prayers to any devils or archdevils, I would be pretty distrustful of you. I already kind of am because you're you're a half dragon, but you've actually shown through your actions that you're even though you're born of a half dragon, you still at least from what my character's seen of adventuring with Blue, that you appear to be on our side.
Air quotes around appear. I'm like, who I'm like? I'm like, I think the character's name is Ezekiel in the Librarians TV show.
Right.
He goes out of his way to tell everybody he's a rogue and he can't be trusted, and he's always acting in self-interest. But when it comes right down to it, he always does the right thing.
So do you like worship this fiend or whatever, or was it just like a deal was it just something like you made like at birth or something, or like what's the thing behind your fiend pack?
To be honest.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I hadn't actually thought that through, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, the only reason that I'm going that route with Uthgar is because I mean he's actually like called out like I think he's called out like let me give you the blessings of Asmodeus or something like that, and I think I've seen him on a few occasions like something to that effect, and I was like no. I would sooner, there's a lot of things that I would do, and probably toward the bottom of the list is accept a blessing from the supreme ruler of the Nine Hells.
You could probably argue inspiration points for every time you refuse one of his blessings.
Well, he hasn't. I mean,
one of
it was
blessings?
basically. I think it was a bless spell or something, and it only targeted
Guidance.
3 people. It wasn't targeting me anyway, but I was like, if it does, I'm like,
He does it for guidance and he does it for bless.
Yeah, so basically any guidance I'm not taking. So basically any guidance. Well, no, because he's the one that follows Tempest too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
But usually he says Asmodeus' blessings rather than
No, guidance. He usually Tempest is usually his guidance.
I thought it was like Tempest.
He always prays to Tempest.
Yeah. I've also heard him reference Asmodeus in some of his war cries and his blessings and stuff, and I'm just like, no. I want none of that.
Correct me if I'm wrong. It sounds like Tempest is like a mask. He doesn't really worship Tempest, but he says he does.
I always thought he actually worshipped Tempest. No, he definitely actually worships Tempest. Uthgar, the name, is one of the exarchs of Tempest. He definitely worships Tempest.
Seems like he calls.
I think he worships Tempest, but he has like a deal with Asmodeus.
I think that is an accurate statement. I think he, yeah. He's cool with both parties.
He calls
by the way,
Asmodeus more often, though.
Dean, your strategy of capturing Alis will no longer work, I finally picked up Misty Step.
That's what you think.
Oh God, help us all.
What about Misty Step?
Alis finally picked it up, so the strategy that every single person has of grabbing him and holding a knife to Alis's throat will no longer work.
We
Yeah.
used to do
Now,
that to the rogue in Lost Mines too.
now they're just gonna when they grab you, they're just gonna hold your hand still and gag you.
Ooh. Well, Alis, do you have the silent
I have
spell
subtle
meta
spell.
magic?
I do.
Ha! So he can get out in the silence bubble.
I picked that up instead of the one that lets me cast his bonus action, immediately after we got captured the first time.
Yeah. What if there's somatic components and they have your hands tied?
It's verbal only.
Oh,
Pretty
Misty
sure
Step
Misty
is?
Step is verbal only.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well then. Fine.
Yeah, I
will
want
no
to sign
longer
up
be
on
the damsel in
Warwatch
distress.
too.
Good,
You have to
good.
kill me-
No.
kill me with long range stuff.
No, I'm glad. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it. For what's coming, maybe I won't be able to use that trick on you, but you're gonna need it. So, congratulations.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, so that's where we were last time. Everyone was who wasn't here last time? Alis
Lonnie
wasn't.
and Alis.
Just Alis and Lonnie. Yeah. Cool. Then yeah, so you guys were. So Uthgar had just passed out after having some vision, of which the meaning is not yet clear, and Blue and Giron were walking back to Waterdeep, leaving and abandoning the forest. Say that again?
Booking it. Actually, I think we got to Daggerford. Before we did.
Yeah.
No, you said it was gonna take like 2 days to get to Daggerford. You didn't get there.
No, Daggerford was close. Waterdeep was far.
No, I know. Oh, okay.
I think I said like 2 days for Waterdeep and maybe like 3 or 4 hours for Daggerford.
Yeah, we worked it out. It was 2 days to Waterdeep because it's about the same distances between Fandolin and.
Yeah. I think it was 2 days to Waterdeep, but 4 hours to Daggerford. So you're not quite to Daggerford yet.
Yeah, I mean,
You've been going
I
like
also did,
an hour.
I did also level up after last session, but because assuming we're going a couple of days, I assume we get a chance to rest, unless that's not true. But then I can teleportation circle, and if we need to.
And Corey, are you here?
Yeah.
Perfect. So what are you doing right now?
The last thing I had done was I was actively tracking Uthgar.
Okay, so you were tracking Uthgar and you just saw him, like he was standing upright and then he just passed out. He just fell down to the ground, unconscious.
That was a rough night last night, guys. Sorry.
Okay, ready, session begin.
So I'm going to dig a hole.
Okay, you start digging a hole.
That's the best.
It's not for what you think, but I'm gonna dig a hole, drop Hazaron in it, bury it. And...
I thought you were gonna bury me.
No, sorry.
Okay.
I already posted what I was gonna do, and I'm gonna start
sorry.
carrying you back to the elves. Unconscious, you are not waking up.
Okay, so it takes you maybe like 30 minutes to get back to the elves. Would it be fair to learn Neverwinter and Maulmaster? For teleportation circles?
Yeah, because it says the DM determines which 2 places you learn. So I'm basically just asking if those 2 places, if I could learn those. Cause
yeah, I'll
Waterdeep.
say you can have done Waterdeep. Waterdeep definitely.
Well, Waterdeep I already learned in a previous session.
Okay. Yeah, those 2 are fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Pretty much
Remember,
any
we got
two
that
of a city
Waterdeep
that you.
after defeating the Cloud Giant's castle, and he had he wrote down the
Yep.
soldiers from that.
Yep, I remember. So technically, if you just learned teleportation circle, you could have a third because you learned.
Yeah,
Waterdeep
that was why I was asking, because I already know Waterdeep, and I was hoping to learn 2 different ones.
That's fine with me.
So did you know that already? Or is this just what you got?
I'm
Oh,
sorry?
did you just level up to get teleportation circle?
Yeah, did you just know?
Yeah, I just leveled up.
Okay, yeah.
And I just learned the spell. And
Okay,
it says
then-
when you learn the spell, you learn 2 locations.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say that you already knew Waterdeep, or you know, maybe you didn't know it, but you had the notes to learn it.
Okay,
From that previous thing, and now you can learn 2 more.
sweet.
Which are you
Thank
picking?
you. Neverwinter and Maulmaster, if that's cool, if that works.
Have you been to Neverwinter?
Yeah, we stopped at Neverwinter on the way to Luskin, I believe. I mean, my character's from Neverwinter too.
Okay, your
so
character's from Neverwinter. Perfect.
Yeah,
Um,
but I think we stopped there on the way to Luskin, if I remember correctly.
Oh, well, you also went to Neverwinter in Rise or Horde of the Dragon Queen. So yeah, but your character's from Neverwinter. Perfect. Okay. So a sword is in the ground. Erlogast has taken them back, and you guys are still booking it to Daggerford. You're about 2 hours away from Daggerford at this point. So you're nearing the edge of the Misty Forest. So Corey, what are you saying to these elves? You get back, and there are a bunch of sleeping elves.
I'm going to wake up the head guy.
Okay.
Is actually asleep and not.
He was yeah. I mean, he was trancing.
Okay. I'm going
Oh,
to.
so after having a sword to his throat, he just went to bed?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm going to wake his ass up and tell him he needs to get somebody to ride as quickly as they can
What?
and pitch my allies.
He says, "You need a ride?"
No, I need somebody else to do the riding.
Yeah, we have several skilled trackers.
And
I mean,
going to hand him a note.
We
there.
don't have any horses. Those are difficult to navigate the forest with.
Well,
But
you better run fast. Go and catch up to my allies that are most likely heading back to Waterdeep, as that would probably be the last place I knew them to head back to, and deliver this letter to them as fast as you can.
Of course. I will. I'll get our fastest runners on it. Shoot, I need to get my notes from last session. He says, "I'll get my fastest runner. Do you want to write a note so it's verbatim?"
Yep, and I will mark it with a seal and everything to signify it's me. And I'll even throw Thieves' Cant in it, so that way if Lonnie looks at it, she'll...
Okay. So, maybe about, 20 minutes later, he comes back and there's a guy and a horse even.
How does Ergolas know Thieves Can't?
He's a part rogue. Yeah.
I thought you were pure ranger.
Nope.
He comes back with a male elf. The male elf has long black hair, and he's like, "What is this that you needed me to get up so early?"
I need you to track and find my compatriots that came into town with me. This letter is of utmost importance. They must get it immediately.
He says, "Very well. You mean those guys from tonight's session?"
Yes.
He says,
They're on their way back to the Tradeway and most likely heading towards Waterdeep.
He says, "Well, nobody's faster than me on a horse. I can absolutely catch them unless they're using some kind of magic."
They do have magic people with them, but with any luck, they're not using it.
Yeah, I haven't actually bought the materials to use teleportation circle
Perfect.
yet, so they'll probably catch me.
He says, "And about how long ago did they leave?"
Out of character, how long ago did they leave? It's a half hour to come back from...
Yeah, I think we said an hour. When did you exactly leave? Yeah, that's gonna now matter. When did you leave?
Basically,
Right
we
when the
left
Valens started
when
going
we
towards
asked.
the...
Yeah, when we were telling Uthgar to wait until we fully investigate and actually get proof before
Okay.
before taking the leader into custody.
Okay.
You
So
know,
let's say
but
you.
he stormed off, and we're just like, oh crap, we gotta go
Okay.
fix this.
So in that case, maybe you've been gone 45 minutes to an hour. I think that's a decent timeline. So everyone think that's
I
reasonable.
was thinking probably about a half
Okay.
or hour and a half, so
Cool.
it'll be fine.
Yeah, so we'll say about an hour. Okay, he says, yeah, I can absolutely catch them on, especially if they're on foot. No one knows these forests better than I do, and I'm sure I'll have them before they leave the forest.
Very well. That'd be quite good of you, and I'll make sure to compensate you when you return.
Oh, that's true. I don't have survival. So, and my
Yeah.
wisdom's pretty decent though, so I probably would be able to navigate somewhat.
Yeah, but not as efficient as this guy.
We actually flew here too, so we don't even know the way in and out.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Okay, so then Corey, what are you gonna do for the next? He says he'll probably be able to catch them within an hour and a half, or an hour and a half or 2 hours.
That's fine. Go ahead and do that. And I'm going to take Uthgar, lay him down, and leave him unconscious.
Okay. Whoever's trying to navigate for between Giron and Alis, or wait, is Alis with you?
I think actually, since we're not going to since they're probably actually not going to reach Waterdeep, I'll be with them.
Yeah,
And
he's gonna catch you before
It's
you guys get to
essentially kind of
Daggerford.
Navigator, and I can do forests.
Okay. He's gonna get to you guys before you get to Daggerford. So,
Okay.
All right, so yeah, I'm with the group.
you'll
that's
probably
heading
be about an hour from Daggerford when he gets
The
to
big
you.
question is whether or not we believe the note is from Urglis.
Yeah, and he delivers you a note, and it is sealed with I don't know, the seal of
What
Erlogos.
faction is Erlogos?
It's my Order of the Gauntlet ring pendant.
Now,
put
do we
wax
know?
over it.
Now, would I know what faction you are?
Yeah. It's-
Probably.
Yeah,
I'm
you've
probably
seen him.
aware
Order of the
of-
Gauntlet's pretty
He's
open.
talking to Unthar Froom before in at the meeting or at the council,
Or-
so you definitely
Order
know.
of the Gauntlet is not subtle at all.
I think most of us know each other's factions by now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been
Except
adventuring
maybe the
together for a while.
Zentarum, but you guys even know the Harpers. And you have
Quick
suspicions about
Rob, what
Lonnie
faction is
and
blue?
you have suspicions about Lonnie and Blue. You don't think
What
Blue's
faction is blue?
Yeah.
Enclave, totally Enclave.
Cult of the Dragon.
I'm gonna insight
Oh,
check-
really?
I'm gonna insight check that.
Hush! I was asking Roberts.
Oh, I was guessing.
I honestly don't remember.
Lonnie back now?
Yeah, Lonnie, I'm guessing would probably be Lord's Alliance.
Yeah.
Actually, no, that doesn't make sense. She's too chaotic to be Lord's Alliance.
I was gonna say, really?
I would believe Lonnie if she said she was a Harper.
That would be hilarious. Yeah, that'd be cool.
I'd actually believe it.
Considering, I mean, if you were with the caravan, like in the beginning, that'd be even funnier. She might have stabbed the Harper in the back.
In the beginning of, No, I-
Literally or figuratively?
No, figuratively stabbed one in the back.
Who
person.
and when?
Oh yes.
The gnome agent during the caravan.
No, that was the gnome mage was in Tarim.
Yeah,
Really?
the
No, I
gnome.
thought that was Harper.
The gnome was totally a
No.
Zentarum.
The gnome was totally Zentarum.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm pretty sure
Alright.
the gnome was. I forget the
so
gnome's name.
what does this
No,
note
I
say
know
again?
that gnome was. Maybe the rest of the party didn't realize it, but
Well,
yeah.
So what message is Erlogos actually sending to us? What does it say?
It says, like, please return. The situation has been mildly resolved. It is not perfect, but it is acceptable. our relations with the elves are still intact, and there is a dragon to kill. Please return at your soonest. Gas. And every
Alright.
letter is a thieves' cant for my name.
1 second.
I don't think I know Thieves Can't.
No,
Or
but if Alani looks at it, she'll be able to notice it.
oh, is Lonnie with us?
Sorry, what did the note say?
Something along the lines of return situation has been handled. And
I don't know if I trust this. It could be a trap.
Well,
and
it was.
I'm putting all my
User disconnected from your channel.
things into it that I can to make it official.
It still could be a trap.
That's true.
User joined your
The
channel.
more proof that's in it, the more suspicious Blue gets.
Can
Well-
you hear me?
No.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you really hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Giron trusts his senses.
I'm back.
He has a passive insight of 16. I've demonstrated before by tripping something that looked like a trap, but he didn't detect it. His insight is 16. He trusts his senses. If it doesn't seem suspicious, he will go back. If the letter stresses that that shit didn't hit the fan when Uthgar confronted the guy like Giron thought it would.
Okay, so what was your reaction to getting this letter?
If the letter stresses that shit didn't hit the fan like Giron thought it would, then he's gonna go back.
Blue's suspicious.
But he's gonna obviously analyze the letter and make sure it's legit.
When we get back to town.
Yep, you
That's
think
the
it's
worst.
pretty legit.
I mean, he's a passive insight of 16.
Oh, yeah, can somebody fill in Lonnie about last week? Because it was a very interesting week, in my opinion.
Yeah, I had no idea we were actually playing since there was no post and it was a holiday.
I almost thought that too, but I logged in just to make sure, and then found out, oh yeah, we are playing.
Yeah, sorry, I have been, getting lazy on the post because we're full. So I'm, not making a post. I'm, not worrying about the post because we've been full, because we're a full group of 7.
So what happened was we
That's
were
okay.
in Waterdeep and we had the dragon and we're like, oh man, we should go talk to that big council of dragons. And then we're like, wait, hold up. Our party's a little busy. Maybe we should go do something else rather than go talk to the dragons in the meantime, which is the outer character or the in-character way of saying we didn't want to go to the dragons without the whole party. So we decided to go check out the Misty Forest. And we got the dragon, persuaded the dragon to fly us down there, so it was lickety-split. We went to the Misty Forest, landed, found a village that had clearly been attacked. It was kind of like a cross between Ewok Avatar type village place, like Wood Elves. And so we went in. Clearly a fight had happened. The village had been pretty wrecked up. A dragon attacked with human forces, and then part of the way through the attack just suddenly stopped and they left. We talked to some of the villagers, we talked to some of the injured people, tried to get some stories. We also talked with the new leader of the tribe village place, who seemed to tell us, the dragon attacked, we're not sure why, we don't know where the dragon is, we don't know where it came from. We eventually got suspicious of the new leader guy and the story he was telling. And
Well, you did.
well, yeah, Uthgar was suspicious.
Well,
from the
we all
get-go.
did.
Uthgar was suspicious at first, and then he got slightly, his suspicions were allayed because the guy said, oh, during the attack, my wife was killed, and Uthgar was like, damn, I can feel you there. But then he started again coming back to certain parts of his story that didn't make sense. And we learned that he has a raven that we got signals from, and the ranger used his senses to detect the fact that there was a dragon within a mile or 6 miles or something like that. And also that there was more to learn from the forest. So the ranger went out there with a young druid sort of ish child, we're not really sure, she seems to be mute. And learned that the leader guy was definitely being shady. We learned that there was some kind of avoiding confrontation, I think was the general gist we got from some sort of presentation the girl gave about what the forest was saying. And then the ranger confronted the leader, and the leader told a story about how he had something about made a deal for his wife or like made a deal after his wife died, but then some spy. There was a.
He made a deal to protect the town.
Anyway, he made a deal to protect the town, and that there was a spy from the dragon cult, a spy from the dragon cult in the town. And he kept, mixing up the names of the spy, and the guy, his story wasn't straight.
That's not correct. There wasn't a spy from the dragon cult. He sent his spy to talk to the dragon rider.
Ah, okay, sorry.
And he made up the spy.
Yes, eventually we learned that the spy was fake. We learned that because Uthgar got pissed, and in the middle of the night went up, basically threatened him with either tell the real story or we're gonna slice your head off. And he admitted that he made up the spy. He admitted that he did what he said the spy did. So basically, the village elder, near as we can tell, made a deal to protect his village, sort of thing. With the dragon. Oh, the dragon also had a rider, which we're thinking is one of the Wyrmspeakers. But the dragon had a rider. The dude met with the dragon in private, or met with the dragon rider and the dragon in private, and made a deal to protect his village by selling out the other villages in the Misty Forest. The rest of the village does not know about this. Did I miss anything? Or did I fuck anything up?
No, your sword started. Hazaron.
Oh yeah, sorry. And then tried to mind meld with him. Didn't work, but still threatened him. And then Hazaron tried to take over me, and I'm not sure. I thought I fought him off, but then I ran into the forest in case I didn't fight it off, and I didn't want to end up killing party members. And then Uthgar passed out, saw a big sphere in front of him, and had a chit-chat with Tempest, and went and attacked the sphere, and was knocked unconscious. When Uthgar left to go confront the guy in the middle of the night, some of the party members, the one that are on the way towards Daggerford, left because they were afraid that Uthgar was going to piss the tribe off, and essentially, the tribe would come and slaughter us. So they left to try to get out of town before, shit went down.
And who had the dream? Or the vision? That was...
The ranger had the
Erlogos.
vision
Erlogos.
from the druid child.
Yep.
Uthgar had the dream with the sphere and talking
Yep.
to Thomas.
Sounds good. Yep, so that's the summary.
I am so sad that I missed that.
Yeah, so after about an hour and a half, you guys... let's say Lonnie was with Erlogos, because I think that would probably make more sense, because she's not a coward.
No.
Yeah, so you guys get that letter, and so what are you guys gonna do after you confirm that it is indeed Erlogos's?
Yeah, I'll turn around.
Cool. So okay. So Erlogos and Lonnie, are you guys gonna do anything? You'll have been waiting for about 3 hours by the time they get there. So are you gonna do anything in those 3 hours? Maybe, I don't know. Continue
Make sure Uthgar stays unconscious.
Uthgar is definitely staying unconscious. He's gonna be asleep. He's gonna be asleep for at least 12 hours.
Oh, this feels so good. I normally don't sleep more than a few hours. This is great.
But there's no REM sleep.
Oh. I guess sleep on my phone.
Actually, it's all REM sleep. You sleep amazingly. The doctors don't even understand it.
Dodgers?
Doctors? Okay.
Got it.
So what are you guys doing? Are you doing anything else while he does anything?
No, I'll just kind of sit
Great.
down and
Okay.
rest.
About 3 hours pass, and you guys make it back to camp.
Great.
Alright.
So he looks like he's out?
He looks like he's out. You have no idea what happened.
Yeah, so we asked for an update. Okay, so what's the deal?
Oh, good. You talked about before you did damage.
What stopped him from tearing the town apart?
Just his own goodwill enough to run out of the city before killing everybody. Unfortunately, something happened with the sword. He was just standing with it, staring at it, when all of a sudden he just collapsed.
Okay, what's the status of the suspicious leader?
It's been cleared up. He was lying about stupid stuff, and the main thing at hand is the dragon is still out there and needs to be killed, along with any cult members.
Yeah.
Do we know where the dragon is?
Well, we have a ranger, and if half the town was destroyed from a dragon attack, it should be pretty easy to track them.
How do you track a flying creature?
Yeah, I'm missing that one.
It wasn't just the dragon, was it? I mean, they
No,
attacked
there was
the
also
cultists
human
too,
people
right?
on foot.
Yeah, there were also people on foot.
I can track him.
Yeah, so I mean, we can track the cultists, probably not the dragon. But...
You sense wind disturbances a week ago.
Where there's smoke, there's fire. Find the cult, find the dragon.
Shouldn't have had that burrito.
Yeah, so are you guys going to rest for the rest of the evening, or are you... Because it is like 2 a.m. at this point.
Yeah, it's pretty late. We don't want to go in... We don't want to go in tired, so... I'll throw up the Leomon's tiny hut, and we'll take a long rest. And then we got to get Uthgar back into... back in the picture, too, because he's out.
He will wake up at about 4 p.m. tomorrow.
I'm napping, dude. I'm fine.
Yeah, and if he's down hit points, I'll do a healing word. Even if that'll make him unconscious, I'll do the healing word just so that he can gain all his hit points back from the rest.
Yeah. Even at magical, yeah, any magical healing is he's going to be unconscious for 12 hours regardless.
I'm just if you're at 0 hit points when you take a rest, you don't gain any hit points.
Okay.
So I just want to put him up above
He will.
0.
He will. Okay, got it. Cool. So you'll understandable. Makes sense.
Once my party comes back, I'm going to go ahead and expend the last 2 first level spell slots and cast Goodberry.
Cool. Okay, so you guys are you going back to set up your another tiny hut?
Yeah.
Okay, so you do that. You have an uneventful evening. It's about 10 a.m. Uthgar is still passed out. You guys are tending to him, but it is the next morning, and everyone has, you have completed your long rest.
Fantastic. Changing out my spells, getting detect thoughts, even though I've learned the information, I still want to have it just in case. And I think I'm good.
Okay, so what are you guys doing into the next morning?
After we eat, I'm going to... Well, do we have a reason to confront the leader again, or is everybody satisfied with what Erlagos has told us?
I'm good with it. We're hunting the cult now, right?
Right.
That was the plan? Right. Yeah, let's do that.
So, yeah, when Uthgar comes to, Giron is going to go to Erlagos and say, so have you been able to track their movements?
I have not started looking yet. My recommendation is we keep Uthgar unconscious before moving out. Or until after we leave. He should stay unconscious.
Alright,
to keep,
I will make a Tensor's floating disc and we'll put him on it. And
Sounds good.
Cool.
That's my one concern, is making sure he stays unconscious or remains.
Lonnie,
so
do you need a mage armor?
Yep.
Alright, mage armor for Lonnie, and I get my arcane ward.
So you're basically B.A. Barakasing me?
Yeah.
What was that?
Exactly.
You're Mr. Teen with Gar.
We're strapping him down so we can fly with him.
Exactly. Everybody's rejoice.
Be warned though, I don't actually have a weapon anymore.
Yeah. About that.
Considering what we've seen of you, I don't think we don't think you need one.
Wait, how does he not? How do you not have a weapon?
I only had one weapon.
Corey
buried
buried
it in a hole.
Corey took his weapon and buried it in the ground. Did you mark where you buried
wait,
it, by
we're
the
not
way?
Bringing it with us?
I marked it on a sheet of my cartographer's tools. However, it is not labeled, and it's the only one with an X.
Cool.
Yeah, but that's pretty dangerous to leave it out of our custody where somebody else... I mean, that's a pretty dangerous weapon to leave.
Give me a
somewhere.
survival check for, like, making the ground look like it was never disturbed.
Isn't that like a class feature of rangers? Like, can't they like automatically do that?
Not
well,
that I know.
Can I have advantage since it is my favorite train?
Yeah, go for it.
He can
No,
disguise himself.
wouldn't that fall
Cool.
under the same feature as like covering your tracks? Because I think they can
so.
automatically do that.
I
Well,
think it's a bit
I
different.
don't have
with
that.
an
yeah, it's a
giant
bit
train.
different because
He's
yeah,
multi-class, he might not have it.
yeah. But he,
I've got the favorite train stuff.
yeah. Okay, cool. So you guys start moving out, and you guys walk for give me a survival check or investigation check for tracking the human feet.
Investigation or survival?
Whichever you want. I was just saying investigation.
I prefer.
Can I...
I'll try investigation.
Okay, so you guys are able to track these humans. After a few hours, everyone give me a perception check. So after a few hours, it's about 1 o'clock. You're traveling through this fog-filled forest, and you suddenly hear the crunch of a large tree breaking, followed by a female voice crying out.
Crying out like a war cry or crying out like...
Like, I just got hit by a tree.
Blue keeps walking forward.
Blue's doing what? And
He keeps walking
the
forward.
voice
He doesn't
came
hear
from
anything.
from to the right of you off the, there's no trail. To the right of you.
Well,
He keeps
like a-
moving, he keeps walking.
I'm assuming that I know.
I'm gonna go into my hawk's eyes and send it flying over in the direction.
Yeah, it's a couple 100 feet away from you, but your hawk sees a woman, a human woman, and her leg is trapped underneath a tree. That the tree has fallen on her leg and pinned her to the
Ooh.
ground.
Is there a... Can I see any kind of way to the to get to her from where I am, or is it like all just like brush and brown?
No, I mean it would take you. It's difficult terrain, but I mean there's no real path. Yeah, you can get there.
Actually, it's
I say
difficult
there's somebody's trapped.
Right,
there's
it's
somebody
not
trapped under a
difficult
tree that way, and I start heading off towards her.
And Blue, you are saying just ignoring it, or are you going with your
Why
party?
Everybody's running off all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, well, I mean, I'll stop and
I'm
hold
not
my hand up, and
ignoring
then
it, I
like I'm
hear it.
listening into the distance. So it's not like you won't know that like I hear something. But
Okay, yeah. So
I will also go.
okay, so you guys you make it over there, and there is a woman she crying out in pain. She says, "Help! Help! My leg!" And you see a very large tree branch pinning her leg to the ground. Yeah.
Does she have like any like significant like does her clothing indicate anything about like her at all? Like,
And she looks like someone who might be. She looks like a traveler.
all right.
So
Probably not native to this area.
I'm going to inspect.
Help!
Does the-
Help!
Yeah. So we got to get her out.
Please, I see you guys. Please, can
Do
you
we have anyone
help?
that's really strong that could lift? Like, how heavy does the tree look?
The guy that's tied up.
A couple 100 pounds, probably.
Couple hundred pounds?
Yeah.
Oh wait, never mind.
Yeah.
Check
So
me
basically,
something.
it's going to take a couple of us at least.
She says, it's crushing my leg.
All right.
Can I cast silence on her?
Wow.
What?
Yeah, you can.
I can't, because I don't have it. I cast calm emotions on her.
Guys, I have an idea.
I cast calm emotions on her.
I mean, I could answer this with a spell too, but I want to conserve my energy, so I will try. I will start trying to lift the tree.
You still have to.
Also help me because I was thinking like I could banish her, and when it comes back, it'll put her next to it.
Yeah, I've
Right,
got
banish is
a
kind of
few
expensive.
You
spells.
guys
I
are dropping
mean,
a lot of resources on just moving a log.
yeah, I mean, I could also dimension door her out of it, but it's more of a matter of wanting to conserve my energy.
Fair enough.
Is
Alright.
anyone helping Giron, or is just the frail wizard just kind of...
I'm trying to help Kieran, but I'm not much help.
Well, Giron's
No.
not much help either.
So the three of you-
It's basically going to probably take all of us to move this.
I have a strength of 10.
Yeah, I have a strength of 8.
So,
I get plus 2 for the Dragonborn.
Yeah, I'll help.
okay, so now that everyone, it takes all of your effort to lift the tree, knowing that you put yourselves at great risk if it shifts against you, you don't want it to fall and pin you to the ground. But then as you are close to freeing the woman, the tree begins to rise on its own. 2 other trees standing nearby shift back along the ground as the elf stands and smiles,
Oh, crap.
showing
Alright,
no sign of injury. "Heroes at last," she says. "How many might fall back in fear at the sight of a stranger in the woods, or think first of their own safety before helping another? I grant you my blessing. May your hearts prove true where others fear to tread." I did say she was human, I lied. She's an elf.
Oh.
Well, we did kind of hold back and kind of analyze the situation first, but sure, we'll take it.
The woman picks flowers from her hair that you swear were not there a moment ago, then twists her fingers to weave them into garlands as if by magic. She lays a garland around each of your necks, then suddenly transforms into an owl. Her awakened tree servants stomp after her into the forest.
So,
Um,
treants?
Emerald Enclave or to see if that was a Dryad or a Druid.
Give me a, yeah, you noted this, it's probably you don't know what her magic was, yeah. But something like that.
Coil as she tries to put a garland around my neck, but I allow her to, I guess.
I would like to cast Identify on these garlands and see what they actually, like, if they're magic and what they actually do.
Okay.
Do they feel like they're magic?
They feel, yeah.
Yeah, well, I
No,
know if
they
it's
don't.
good or
They don't
bad.
feel they don't feel magical. Once you cast Identify Magic, you know that these are definitely magical.
But do they seem like they're good or bad? Like, does it?
They seem like it's something that could be used for good, or it could be used for bad. But
Use
Does the card get
Identify,
one?
that's like the best way.
yeah, what does Identify? What does Identify say exactly? What does Identify
I'm
say?
dragging my big, heavy, armored ass around.
It seems to be a protection from. It seems to be some kind of invisibility or protection from scrying.
Ooh, I will wear that forever as long as it keeps. If that lasts, I will wear that thing forever.
How are you guys dragging me around, by the
Angry.
way?
You're on
You
a
are
Tensor's floating disc.
It's only 3 feet wide.
You're
I'm like
planking.
6'8".
Wait, it's 3 feet wide? Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she didn't put
Then
one.
there's 2 tons of floating discs.
Oh, before she flew off, she says, "And what is this? Is this gentleman with you? Is he a fellow hero, or maybe someone whose heart does not prove true?"
He's
He's an adventuring
Underwatch.
companion.
She says, "Very well," and she rests a garland on top of him.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to curl him up so that he's
Yeah,
not
this
fully
thing's like
stretched
folded in
out.
half.
Either
No.
Kind of modify him and just like leave him on the desk.
No, he's planking.
Hey, we have 3 people who can cast Tensor's floating discs. We can cast 2 of them.
But you know how the spell works? You all have to
Yeah, but we have
literally
to
stand
stay right next to
other.
each other the whole time.
That's fine.
Otherwise, it would just fall. Sorry, it's stupid. We can stop talking about it. I was just curious.
Yeah, they curled you up into the fetal position and then they tied you to the desk.
We're making it work somehow.
That would be awesome way of quartering someone. Tie someone to 4 Tensor's floating discs.
Oh my God, that would be great.
That's actually cool. Ah, that's an interesting idea.
So you guys travel for another hour south, and
I used to do it with horses.
Uthgar is starting to is starting to come to, and you guys you notice this.
Knock me back unconscious.
Someone know this thing spell?
Wait,
No.
why do we have to put him back to sleep?
Wait, I know command.
And I just gave a suggestion. Damn it.
Yeah, and
I
sleep's
have
probably
suggestions.
not going to work. If you got a
Uthgar,
restful
do you
night's sleep-
say anything when now that you're coming to? You've noticed that you are tied to a floating disc.
And you have a girl on your neck.
And the last thing, well, it's rested on you, but the last thing you remember is touching that sphere.
I got a full rest.
You got a full rest.
I immediately Misty Step about 30 feet, 15 feet away, and scream out, "What did you do to me?"
Relax, we were just making sure you didn't fall off and get hurt. You didn't come to, and we have to go... we have a dragon to kill.
I reach back to draw my sword and well, you can't see it, I have a mask on so you couldn't tell. But I ask, where's my blade? Where are my weapons? Well, weapon.
Blue shrugs.
Oh, where is his weapon? I kind of look questioningly at everybody. Where did it go?
I actually don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even know that the weapon was gone.
I look at who sent the letter? Garon? Or no?
Erlogos.
Erlogos.
It is buried in a forest until could have gotten you out of there.
How do you expect me to fight?
I hand him a kazoo.
That's my bard musical instrument.
I thought you could summon it or something.
No.
Crap.
Only if he's a blade packed warlock.
Which I'm not.
Or an elder shape.
Or no, yeah, we're all.
It must have been somebody else that had that on in one of my games.
Well, you can borrow my spider staff until if you don't have a backup weapon.
I hold out a dagger.
I've got a dagger that's technically yours.
I give him my 2 short swords.
Well, those I'm definitely not going to use. I guess the quarterstaff, because that technically works with great weapon fighting.
So,
yeah, you can use the spider staff with great weapon.
Green dragon, so I don't want to use that. I guess
So-
I'll grab the dagger.
Uthgar, are you just letting them have taken your sword?
Oh no, I've got plans. Don't worry about this.
Well, it's only one person. I was not going to take his sword.
I've got plans. Don't worry about it.
I tell him we can get it back. I have it marked on where it is.
But I will let you borrow my spider staff. It's a quarter staff that does an additional 1d6 poison damage.
And we're going to fight a poison dragon.
Well, it'll work on the cultists.
I'm going to ask what happened to the traitor, the betrayer.
Who?
What did
We
you do with the
will
betrayer?
deal with him once we're done taking out the real threat.
I just speak up and say he has been the situation has been resolved.
At this point, he is guilty only of cowardice, not treason.
How far out from the village are we?
I don't tell him.
100 miles. You were out for a week.
You realize that you've looked at a map.
Realize I didn't grow a week's worth of beard and just smirk.
You also realize that the Misty Forest would not take 100 days to travel through.
Yeah, no.
We've been going in circles.
Well,
you actually don't know that you don't have a beard because you're wearing your mask.
Yeah, that's what I said. I lift my mask and realize.
Oh, okay.
Also, you could have been under magical sleep and not grown a beard.
The mask comes off?
Well, at this point, I'm going to sit down for 10 minutes and start concentrating on something. And you with magics would know I'm casting Find Steed, because my horse will at least... I'm probably the only person I trust right now.
I didn't do anything.
He doesn't know
That's
that.
true. That's true. I high five.
Lou didn't do anything.
You ran away.
I wasn't even...
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, I ran away too.
I have no respect for those that run from the battlefield.
I'll
Why do you think I don't like? Why do you think I don't
It's
like
not
that
a battlefield when you're storming into someone's house in the middle of the night to
Exactly.
whatever you did.
Oh,
Whatever you
semantics.
did.
Okay, do you wait for the 10 minutes for me to get my horse?
I'll speak to you and tell you, on the oath of my parents and my kinfolk, I will take you back to the weapon when we are done dealing with the elves. Until then, it is safer to leave it where it is hidden.
I don't respond. Do you let me cast? Do you wait until I get my horse?
Well, Giron has no problem whatsoever if Uthgar wants to split the party because he doesn't trust him anyway, so he will let you cast it and leave if that's what you're doing.
Steed and then hopping on my horse.
I'm following Daron if he's leaving.
Yeah, I mean, like if like Giron already doesn't trust him.
Okay. So is anyone
because he's a worshipper of Asmodeus, so if he does leave, then he'll let him.
in that case, is anyone going to stay back with Uthgar while he casts Find Steed?
Takes me 10 minutes.
Yeah, like, I mean, we'll ask him what he's doing.
Yeah, so I'm summoning my horse.
Okay, I mean,
Fair enough.
I'll assume that he's probably trying to leave, but I'm not going to say anything about it. I mean, I'll just pretend like I think, okay, he just wants to have his horse so he can, mount it in combat or whatever. But I'm thinking in my mind, he's pretty sure he's probably just going to leave.
Okay, so the party continues traveling. The party continues traveling, and during this time, Uthgar has his horse.
Does he go the other way, or does he continue with us?
I hop off the horse, and then the horse runs back to
One sec.
Okay.
Before your horse runs away, I wanted to look something up. You see, it could be your fake horse.
Ha! Well, actually, technically, it is a fake horse. The celestial horse that looks like a real horse. Well, I can't use a freaking nightmare as a steed because AL ruled that's illegal, so sadly, celestial.
It's a
You
celestial
always
horse.
described it as being a female
Yeah,
horse.
it's just a warhorse. It's just a warhorse.
But that's just skinning.
It's a nightmare to me.
Yeah.
Well, I'd love that nightmare. That'd be amazing.
That's why I just play air quotes on Celestial.
Nightmares are so broken.
Oh yeah, no, I know for sure.
Yeah, I DM'd a game. Well, I don't want to spoil it in case other people haven't played, but I DM'd a Season 2 scenario that had a nightmare in it, and it was not even fair.
Yeah, you can cast plane shift, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, it shifts into the ethereal plane, and basically
If you know
the master
that
that owns it uses it to shift through the ethereal plane and ambush the party. And it's
According
just
to this, it could be Celestial,
unbelievably-
Fae, or Fiend.
Yeah. I don't really know much about Fays, so I just assume it's celestial and Tempest.
Might
It
be
is
a
like
Fiend.
nature spirits.
Could be a Fiend.
The time is 2. You guys started traveling at about what time? 10?
Whenever our rest was over, yeah.
Okay, so that. Wait, how many miles per hour can you travel through the forest? Like 4 miles an hour?
Three.
Three?
Typically 4 if we go fast.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Also,
yeah.
we have a ranger with favorite terrain.
Yeah, I was just about to say, we move at our full speed because of the ranger.
Yeah, so we just move at 3.
1 second. Uthgar, hop up a channel with me.
Oh joy.
Channel switched. User joined your channel.
Yeah, your horse will not be able to make it back.
Even a dead sprint for 10 minutes?
I looked up how fast horses travel. They can sprint up to 30 miles an hour. Even if he was able to sprint at 30 miles an hour through the forest, it would take more than 30 minutes to get. It would take, at least 28 minutes to get there.
Yeah, that's no problem.
It only lasts 10 minutes. So there's no way he can cast it or anything?
No, I have to hop on him, cast him, and it shares the spell.
Okay.
Myself. I'll just do it when I get back from wherever we're going.
Okay, I'm trying to see. Okay, so there's nothing to make that longer. You can't cast that at a higher level to make it longer. Okay. Yeah, sorry.
I only have second level spell slots now. Oh, no, I do have third level spell slots now, don't I? But yeah, I don't think
Okay. Okay, cool.
Okay, back now.
Channel switched. User joined your channel.
About 30 minutes later, the horse returns to the party.
Okay.
I hop back on.
Good horse.
So you guys continue traveling for the towards the south? So you continue tracking this thing, and is everyone? Oh yeah, Uthgar, you noticed that when you woke up, you had like a garland of flowers around you or on your body. What did you do with it?
I just assumed that was a gift from Tempest.
Okay, so you wore it.
You see that the rest of the party has similar things around their necks.
Tempest blessed my party. That's what he usually does every fight, so I'm just related to that.
Okay. So you guys travel for several more hours, and you've now traveled maybe 8 miles or so, and you now make your way into this you start you realize there's like a lot of you get into this area where there are a lot of spider webs. It's like the forest is very dense and fog filled here. And you spider webs begin to be seen. They're not seen. They're nearly invisible, but you keep walking through them, and you have to push them aside. And it's getting really irritating. How are you guys gonna? Are you just gonna push them aside, or are you gonna ignite them? What?
How many people can you cast Spider Climb on? Let me see here. Like they're getting pretty dense.
Yeah, as you walk forward, these spider webs get more and more dense, and they're like a little moist, and you can't see very well. Like between the spider webs and the fog, it's heavily obscured, and it's very difficult to travel, even though you have a airlogos here.
Oh, okay. It's one person, and I thought it had a thing where it lets you walk across spider webs, but I guess I was imagining.
Yeah.
Something.
Well, you're not walking across them.
Basically,
They're like blocking your way, and you're like pushing them aside.
Right. I'm just saying, like if they're getting really thick, I don't want them to hinder us. But never mind. Spider Climb's not going to help us here.
I don't want to light the entire forest on fire, so burning them is not a good idea.
Yeah, probably not.
No fire.
Are you
Like glare
serious, Alis? Did you really say no fire?
I take out my wand. I'm not using it. I'm not burning down this forest.
That would be a wise decision.
We will disown you in a heartbeat. He did it, not us.
Okay, so yeah, you guys continue going through, and every time you go you go farther in, and it's just getting more and more dense. It's taking a long time to go through this stuff, and you've started.
It's another test like that other one.
You now see first you start seeing you saw like small like insects being trapped in the flies, but then as you go further you're starting to see small birds get trapped in there, and over time you're starting to see like fairly decent sized animals like trapped in these spider webs. You're getting like full sized birds, even baby deer.
Blah blah blah. Freedom of movement.
For what?
Freedom of movement.
For, like, if we get stuck in webs?
Yeah.
I got Dimension Door. That'll get one person out.
I've got Misty Step.
Yeah, I can get myself out with Misty Step, or I can Dimension Door or get multiple people out.
I've got a torch that can just burn the webs.
Yeah, we don't really want to burn the whole forest.
Actually, well, how are we like? Are we concerned we're gonna get stuck in the webs, or is it just look like? Does it just look like they're too thick to pass?
Eventually it's starting to look like these could get you. You might even get stuck in them. Initially, you could just brush them aside with your hand, but then you had to, start cutting through them with your sword, and now it's taking
Uthgar is gonna stop the group. Motion for whoever has the cups, and ask if he can drink from one.
Ooh.
Tim.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Perfect timing. Tim has the cups.
Yeah.
He just said he's here.
Uthgar takes a real hearty drink from one of them cups.
Only 4 people are going to be able to drink from the cups.
I have a ring.
Who said you can use my cups? No, I'm just kidding.
Uthgar asks if he may drink from one of the cups.
It's a joke, man.
Well, no, it's a good point, because you only got 4 people that can drink.
So yeah,
Yeah, that's exactly what Uthgar's thinking right now. His reminder of that is around with his spider staff.
Giron will let all of the melee people
healthy
drink
people are. Let's put it that way.
Sorry, say that again, Geth?
Whoever the 4 least healthy people.
Everyone's at full health.
No,
I think
I mean,
he's lowest
like,
constitution.
you've only got
Oh.
60 hit points. Or
Well,
whatnot.
Giron
I've got
is
I've
definitely.
got a 15 con, and I get proficiency with con saves, so I think I'm safer than most of you guys.
Yep, Giron could use it.
Uthgar is decently safe. He's got a pretty solid con. He just knows he's going to be tanking, and there's a poison dragon we're going for, and he'd like the half damage.
Well, tanks auto get it,
Okay.
whether you're good at it or not.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm gonna take one, and the other tank's gonna get one. So whoever's tanking is gonna get one.
Blue is kind of a tanky, but he also
has the
has
ring.
a ring.
Okay, so there are 2 left.
Okay.
Lonnie should probably get one.
I
Okay.
still don't know what they do.
Oh, were
They
you
make
with
it-
us
Here,
at
drink this
Darius?
mist
No?
before they down your throat.
Oh,
Totally
okay.
kidding.
Yeah, it makes you resistant to poison damage and gives you advantage on saves against poison.
Oh,
Uthgar chug
okay.
it so hard.
Thank you.
And they're good for.
Actually deals 10d6 poison damage. So you died. No, just kidding.
No one has a great weapon on them, do they?
A what?
Nope.
A great weapon.
Great weapon.
No, unless
All
you
I
can
have is my 2
attack.
saves.
I still got my crossbow.
Okay.
I wanted to do that before the spiders come.
Does great weapon style work with versatile weapons, or does it have to be a heavy weapon?
It's the only thing that has to be a heavy weapon is the -5 to hit plus 10 damage. The
Oh.
quarterstaff will work. Well, the dagger won't, but the quarterstaff will work with the reroll. I'm sorry, I was just curious for how.
Which are you taking, the staff or the dagger?
I was gonna take them both. Primarily use the staff until we run to the dragon, then stab the shit out of it with the dagger.
Well,
Okay.
the good thing is we can't be surprised. So.
Well, it's
Plus
a
they
green
did-
dragon. It's a green dragon. I don't think the acid damage will work.
No, greens are poison, blacks are acid.
Ah,
They changed it in this edition.
Yep.
Plus I have the mantle of spell resistance, so I have advantage on spell saves.
Yeah, but dragon breath's not a spell.
I know.
Sadly. Okay, sorry.
All right, so looks like we're good to go. If we get stuck, I can telekinesis us out of the webs. I'm looking at that as it's one spell that I can concentrate on and get everybody out because it can lift 1,000 pounds, and I would hope 1,000 pounds of pressure would pull you out of the webs.
You have
These are
teleport-
really great webs.
You have teleportation circle.
Yeah, I've got that too, but
Okay.
if worse comes to worse, I can also dimension door people out. I
Yep.
can dimension door one other person, but so we start chopping our way through the webs. Unless somebody else wants to do something.
How big are the trees around these webs?
Very. Like
Actually,
these trees are like hundreds and hundreds of years
Because
old.
like if there's no path through here, I don't see why we should go through here. Actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, 'cause if the humans came this way, they would.
Yeah, no, you're no longer able to track the humans here, but
The humans wouldn't have come this way.
Yeah, so we should find a way to go around this. If it doesn't look like they are in that direction, we should not even go close to it.
Corey, why don't you expend one of your like tracking thing? When you expend one use of the tracking, we'll say you would use that, and you know that there are bad things further on.
That doesn't
But
have
our-
direction at all.
Well,
No, it just tells me something within 6 miles.
there's
Okay.
probably lots of bad things in the Misty Forest.
Then never mind,
We're
you
only
don't need to
concerned
expend
about
that.
the
Then
cult
in
at
that
this
case,
point.
don't expend it.
Okay.
Actually, be a spellcaster, I guess.
Are we going through this stuff or not? Don't give me the synopsis of what we're doing here, genetic curiosity.
Well, it's sounding like we need to.
I mean, you don't
Unless
have
we
to.
can
You can
find
do
a way
whatever you
around.
want.
I'd like to find a way around if we can.
So
I
you
mean, if
guys, yeah. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, if the
forward.
cult didn't come this way, I see no reason to go this way.
We miss a secret.
Honestly, I'm in agreement, especially because judging by the webs, I'm going to guess spiders and.
Oh yeah, afraid of a little spiders.
Well,
You see
at
these
this
webs?
point, we're
These are
probably
not
too
little
close anyways.
spiders.
Well, if we're not going this way, we better not drink from the cups.
Yeah. Well, keep them handy just in case. We're probably, close. I mean, if we're already seeing webs, we're close to something. So we should keep them handy. Just
you're
in
close
case.
to spiders.
Be close to Tiamat for all we know.
Or should I get cut and find?
Oh god.
What the hell is that thing?
That is nothing. Please ignore that. It wasn't there.
Did you add it to the wrong page?
No. I mean, I sort of, yeah. I actually don't even know what this thing looks like. I have to go look something up. There's something nearby, but I don't actually know what it looks like, so I'm going to look that up.
Well, I will be happy that we have the Trident of Warning if and when said.
Crap, what does the Trident of Warning do?
Can't be surprised.
Can't be surprised, no surprise
Advantage on initiative check?
Wait, you cannot be surprised, or you can't be surprised except when the DM says?
No, he cannot be surprised, and any party member within 30 feet of him cannot be surprised.
Dean, just
I'm hugging him.
be nice about it, and if it's something stupid like you're 600 feet away,
No, it won't matter right now. Maybe later.
I mean, obviously, if someone's 600 feet away and they're doing magic missile, who knows?
Oh no, the thing actually did look like that.
Yeah, I think the weapon's more for like if you're walking through the trees and then like 4 people just jump out all of a sudden within like 50 feet of you and run up and try to like stab you in the back.
It's not for
those
someone
things.
setting up an
I
ambush
remember those
600
things.
feet away or whatever.
You guys get the sense that there are everyone roll initiative. Something bad's gonna. You see that there are
Tempest, guide me!
ettercaps and spiders approaching as you guys are trying to go through this way.
And we don't need the
I
cups
love
for this.
guidance. I love guidance.
My character sheet didn't do that.
How long
right.
do the cups last?
It's the same as a resistance to energy spell.
No, I thought it was something crazy long. I thought it was like 4 hours or
It
something.
was 4 hours.
I thought it was 8 hours.
I thought it was 8, but
I have it
I like
written
8
down.
hours.
I have it written down. I have it written down somewhere.
yeah, right. And check it what it is.
It's like page 49 or 48.
I mean, the reason why I chugged them is because spiders, and I know spiders are poisony bastards.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we need them for the dragon.
Well, this is looking like an A-list fight.
Why?
How close are you grouped to the spiders, and are they near? And how close are you grouped to the spiders?
They're not grouped very close. They're coming from like all around you. Airlogas, if
I
you
don't.
If I light anything on fire,
crap,
just ruin it.
everyone, I'm gonna delete your initiative because everyone's in the initiative twice.
I hate when that happens.
I know. I'm just gonna re-add everyone. No, you don't need to re-roll.
Yeah.
Just manually edit it.
Hey, Dean.
Yes.
I have since I have advantage on saving throws. How does that work? This?
In terms of
The D20 thing. How do you make it roll with with
oh, you
advantage?
well, it's only on saving throws,
It
not
does
on
automatically.
initiative.
It's only saving throws against certain things.
No,
So-
the Trident of Warning gives you advantage on initiative.
Then just roll
that's
it.
true.
Just roll it twice and use the higher one.
I'm not talking about that man.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
You roll twice and use the higher one. So everyone should be able to update their own initiative.
You don't have Uthgar on there.
Yeah, is Uthgar even on this page?
Here, I'll just do it again manually.
I don't know
got a
why I
12.
have 2 tokens.
The
need
second
to-
one's actually not you. My apologies.
Need to click on my token.
There, I got mine.
You've added me twice.
Uh,
And I still don't exist.
let's see. Do you have a token on here? Oh,
Yeah, it's tiny and right over here.
There I am. There I am.
cool. Now everyone
Sure.
should be there.
And they're coming
has
from all
everyone
around
rolled
us
twice
now.
for initiative?
Well, they're not coming from behind you because you've burnt the webs out over there. So everywhere else, though.
So how thick are the webs in this area?
Very?
Baron's on there twice.
I ended up with 2 tokens from re-importing my character sheet,
yep.
so you can delete the other one.
Okay, there we go.
Is there music playing for like sound effects in the background?
I think I have some like very soft forest music going.
Yeah, I was gonna say I kept hearing these weird noises. Like, what's that?
I think we're
Pretty cool.
missing
Yeah.
one player on
Yeah,
the
I'm
initiative.
still not on the turn order. My token's
Oh.
kind of tiny, and I'm having
Do that,
trouble
do
with
that.
getting it up. Like, doing anything here. Ha!
Yeah,
Sounds
you
like a
are.
I heard it as soon as
problem.
it came out of my mouth.
Dean, his
Yeah,
token's
thank
right
you.
there. That's
Wait,
the one you're missing.
haven't I? I've added it like 4 times. Oh, I keep adding Giron instead.
Yeah, sorry.
Got it.
The other caster.
The other guy, small guy. Sorry about that.
Hey, at least I knew I had advantage on initiative, so I got initiative. I got to increase my initiative by 10.
I think the advantage only works for him.
It only
We
works
just-
for me.
Yeah, we just get the can't be surprised.
We're not all fucked up by spiders dropping onto us from nowhere.
Right.
All the damage we would have taken in a surprise round, we don't, so we're glad for that.
So basically, the horn just goes off and lets us all danger.
I'm just happy to have a magic weapon. I mean, that's all I really care about.
Sorry, I'm just gonna roll their initiative real quick. I need to find them. Giant spider. Less than a 23. As requested.
They're so small.
Erlogas, you are up. There are spiders all around you, and you also see some of these purple, weird things that resemble an ettercap, if you
Okay.
know what that is.
The cups give you resistance and advantage for 3 hours. Usable every 7 days. I think they mean.
Oh
10
yeah,
days.
no, we would not. It was 7 days. No way, no.
It's usable every 7 days.
Yeah, no. Uthgar would definitely not drink from them if it's only 7 days. My bad.
Save it for the dragon. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
saving it for the
We're
dragon.
saving those for the dragon.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think instead of 7 days, I think they meant 10 days, once a week. I think that was their intent, but whatever.
Yeah, a 10-day.
Yeah, we'll say every 10 days, because I think they meant a week.
Yep.
Okay. Do any of them look particularly bigger than the others?
Nope.
Nope. And I will...
What size are the spiders?
Giant, large.
And are the other cats large and medium?
The ettercaps are medium.
Well, I'll shoot the biggest thing I can see, so I'll shoot out a spider.
Are ettercaps humanoid?
Yes. No, monstrosity.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Also, I have Assassin, and I go first, so I have advantage on my attack rolls.
Get him! Pew pew!
15.
Who were you attacking?
One of the spiders.
What were you attacking him with?
Longbow.
Cool. Yes. You 15. That's gonna hit.
Okay. And
as it does so, it shoots straight through and tears a chunk in the webs.
Well, you're an assassin, so you crit too.
No, he's not
only if they're
surprised.
surprised.
Oh,
get the
they have to be
advantage.
surprised. Okay.
Does that include your sneak attack?
Plus an additional 10.
Okay, you have killed one of them.
Okay, I'll shoot the next one.
Hits.
Really weird damage macro.
And because it's not damaged, I don't get anything else. And you said they're coming from all directions?
Mm-hmm.
I will find a nice middle ground in between everybody else.
Okay.
Stand there so I'm not the one that's going to get...
Sounds good. Okay, now the spiders are up. Suddenly, the spiders are getting. You see, they're getting a little closer, and you see that some of them are coming from above, some of them are coming from the sides. Two of them are. You see two spiders walking in a web above you, and then all of a sudden they. One of the spiders, a web shoots out from its rear and towards directly on top of Geth.
Thank you.
But Geth, this happens, he takes his blade and he just swipes the web away. Then another one just drops down, and as it drops down, it lands right next to, right in the middle of you guys, and it's next to Giron, and it tries to bite him.
Bring it.
Does a 19 hit?
Nope. Good old staff of defense.
Then another one scurries underneath underneath the webs and is going to attack Blue, missing terribly. And as he does that, he accidentally
Smurf got its sweater.
he accidentally tears some of the web, and giving you access to more of the spiders. And then 2 more spiders throw webs at the party, one going at Celeste and the other going at Alice. The 24, does that hit you, Alice?
Yes, it does.
You are restrained by webbing. As an action, you can make a DC 12 strength check to burst the web, or you could attack and destroy it. Or, yeah.
Every single time, Dean. Every single time I get trapped.
Alice, you're up.
Well,
You could set yourself on fire.
I'm gonna miss
if you
away from
cast a
this.
spell that's a saving throw, you won't have disadvantage because it's not an attack.
My only saving throw spell is Fireball, and that would kill all of us.
No,
I
it
don't know.
wouldn't. You are nowhere near as damaging us.
No, but also it would light all the webs on fire, and then we'd be stuck in that.
No biggie.
Get ground zeroed on me, I could survive.
I mean, I don't think it would. I don't think it would just light up the entire forest. I mean, it would probably light up a pretty big area. But if one fireball could burn down the whole forest just because of webs, I don't know.
I also did say it was a little damp earlier.
Oh. That
Oh.
changes everything.
Yeah.
Where's the largest concentration of spiders?
They're only, you could probably only get 2 of them. They're not really that concentrated anymore. Or really
Okay.
never.
Is there a would I be able to cone of cold any of them?
Well, there is one right next to Giron, and they're also, yeah, you could cone of cold any of them. You could, let's say you can get 2 in a cone of cold.
Alright, so I'm gonna Misty Step to an angle where, wait, no, I can't Misty Step and then cast a spell. So from where I am, I can cone of cold 2 of them?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna cone of cold 2 of them.
Okay. I get a con save?
Yep, for half damage.
Okay, 1 makes it.
And yeah, let's stick with that damage.
Even the one who made it dies because it was the one that Erlogos had attacked.
Alright, so they both turn into frozen statues.
They are frozen statues, and they are, well, you see a frozen statue like in the web, and as this spider was in the web, as it freezes, it seems to crush the web, and it topples to it falls down to the ground, and part of its legs snap on and it's now only part of a spider, but the web is gone and destroyed.
I look at my hands and smile. I didn't know I could do that.
Geth, you are up.
Okay. How close are one of these things to me?
There was one on you. No, that was a bite.
One through a web.
Yeah. There was one next to Giron, so you know it's pretty close to you.
Okay. Is Giron like a melee guy or something like that?
He is a wizard.
I can be. I mean, I'm melee, but I am well armored and well protected.
You want a melee attack on him?
Well, sure. I was gonna join the do my AOE thing.
No,
but
I can give you an attack with him on him.
Oh, I am in melee. Yeah. I can if you give me, is it do I have to make a melee attack, or is it like,
yes,
can I use a spell?
Attack, yes.
Oh, that's gonna be garbage because I have 8 strength.
All right. Okay. I'm just gonna go up to him and do a battle axe attack on him. No, actually, I'm gonna do a strength thing to knock him prone, so I get advantage.
Okay. I'm gonna say that you're not gonna have advantage because it's like on a web, even if you knock it prone.
Really?
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna rule.
Then there's no reason to do it.
That's why I'm telling you before you do it.
Oh, that's cool.
You hit the spider. Do you have advantage? Let's say you have advantage because you guys are steamrolling this encounter.
Okay.
And you hit it for 12 damage.
Um,
This encounter was not very challenging, I see now.
Did you increase the numbers for 7 people?
A little bit.
does anyone else want to come up and shorten this thing up a little bit?
Actually, I'm going to say, yeah, you did not hit it. No, you missed. You missed.
Okay. I missed. Okay. Alright. I'll attack again, because I only have 3 extra attacks. Not 14.
That will hit.
Okay. 21.
Definitely hits. This thing looks really injured.
Alright. Are any melee guys close to the spider? Let's finish them off.
Yeah, pretty much everyone's within like 10 feet of him.
Alright. I'll use superiority dice. And I'll do an extra D10 to him.
Oh, this encounter is... Oh, never mind. The spiders are weak. These ettercaps are awesome. An extra what?
Is he almost dead?
Yeah, the one you've attacked is, like, looks really injured.
Okay. I'm gonna use a maneuvering attack. So I'm gonna do an extra D10 to him.
Okay.
Okay, he takes a whopping 1 extra damage, and someone can move their half-third movement, and as a reaction, without provoking, they can go up and attack this guy.
How about the rogue?
Sure, the rogue.
Sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
And then another sneak attack on your turn.
Is someone within 5 feet of him, though?
No, they get half their movement, they can move up and attack him.
No, I know.
Well, you
trigger
could
sneak.
move up to the one that's adjacent to me.
Oh, okay. No, you've got to attack. You have to
Somebody.
attack that target?
I was thinking Lonnie.
What
One
now?
creature you hit with the superiority dice, you have to hit the one that I
Oh.
move half your speed without provoking and make your attack on it.
I mean, Uthgar will gladly do it, but I don't know if someone else wanted to.
I don't care. I just want to get this thing over with.
I nominate Lonnie because she's got all the sneak attack dice.
When she has to attack that target, which has no one within 5 feet of it, it won't be a sneak attack.
It has.
Well,
it has
didn't
Uthgar.
Tim, didn't Geth just attack it?
Okay.
We got 2 people in melee. What the hell are you guys arguing about?
I thought Geth killed it, but okay, different one.
I did
Kill
not
it.
kill it.
Kill it dead. Kill it dead.
I just want to kill this thing, get it off the board.
Yeah, go get it, rogue.
Somebody get it.
What the on earth?
Lonnie, you get to move up and attack the thing that gets attacking. If you want to. Lonnie.
You have a microphone on?
Lonnie attacks it and kills it.
Well, Lonnie has her
Great.
microphone on mute. I'm not sure if she knows that or
Fantastic.
not.
Oh, now she's typing.
Okay, no. Then we'll actually let her roll.
Mike's on mute.
It is
Oh,
dead.
She does hit. Yay!
Okay,
I'll be done.
now the ettercaps are up. Suddenly the ettercaps are, the 4 of them are all closing in on your position. These, you know, they're smaller than the spiders, but they look much more grimacing. You see that in their hands they're carrying a web garrote, and for those who aren't familiar, garrote is like the weapon you always see somebody come up behind somebody and like strangle them with, like a wire. And one of them comes up and behind Blue, and first he tries to wrap the garrote around Blue's neck and pulls with it.
User disconnected from your channel.
Does that hit you, Blue?
User joined your
Shield. No, it
channel.
doesn't.
And as this happened, he pulls as hard as he can, and he thinks he's gonna get it, but his web snaps against the scales on your neck. Then, as all of a sudden he bites you. Poisoning himself. As he bites you, he tries to bite you, but slips, and he accidentally bites himself.
Oh my.
Bites his tongue.
And you look, he looks a little queasy. Then another one.
Oh, he just poisoned himself.
Then two more of these ettercaps are jumping through the webs, getting near you, and they run up to Uthgar, and both of them, one of them tries to bite Uthgar.
Player hit, man. I haven't done shit.
Is that it?
No.
And then after that, he swipes at you with his claws. However, you're able to deftly, you're able to push his claws away with with this newfound skill with a staff. You've never realized how awesome of a weapon this was. But just as that's happening, the other one comes up from behind you and tries to strangle you with his web garrote. And after that, he bites you, but the bite's definitely hitting.
Somehow I
Take
think
13
the bite is the one
oh,
that
shoot,
you don't
sorry.
want to hit.
I forgot to roll critical damage, so take 29 damage. And you are poisoned for 1 minute.
I don't get a save.
Oh, sorry, you do. DC 11 con save. I assumed you failed it. I realize now that that's a silly thing. Yeah, so you just took the 29 damage.
Okay.
That I think was 2 of them attacked Uthgar, 1 attacked Geth, 1 attacked Blue. That's all of them. Uthgar, you're up.
Well, gee, you fucking dick. Goddamn ruining my plans. Alright, well, these guys are gonna have to go. So, the guy that just bit me, Uthgar's already not in a very good mood. He is going to... Oh, he's probably not hard to hit. Alright, it's kind of metagamey, but I'm gonna use it either way. But do you need me to separate poison damage for these guys?
No. For which ones? The Ettercap? No.
Yeah, the Ettercaps.
Ettercaps, no.
Alright, cool.
Because they poisoned themselves, so.
Yeah, no, I got you. Alright, so out comes the old spider staff. I look at it sadly, disappointingly, regretfully. I kind of apologize to the Ettercap. I got to use this to kill him with it. Like, sorry, dude. But I will rip it out. And yeah, we'll hex him. Why not? We'll start that running. We'll burn a hex on these guys. 22 versus AC for 17 damage.
To which the Ettercap that was damaged,
Hold on. Whichever one, yeah, if it's damaged, if I can reach it. And I'm also
Cool.
going to burn a second level smite on it. So an extra 10. So 27 damage.
is that total?
Yeah, that's in the first hit.
Okay. Looks pretty injured.
Alright, second strike. 13 versus AC. Is that hit?
13, yes.
Good. Okay. So 15 damage total.
That kills him.
I immediately take the quarterstaff, pop the spider's head off of it, sink it into the dying ettercap, and suck out its delicious
Wait,
juice.
you spider? You attacked a spider?
No, the spider staff I'm using.
Oh, okay, yeah,
I was
yeah.
making a joke that I have a giant straw with which I use my Dark One's blessing to heal myself up. And I am done.
Okay. Lonnie, you're up.
So that Ettercap is dead?
Yes.
There's another one surrounding me, and one other on someone else's. I don't know.
There are 3 more. One's on Geth, one's on Blue, one's on Uthgar. And there are 3 spiders left.
I will move over to Uthgar and help him out by stabbing the other one. Ettercap, you said?
Yeah.
Yep. That's gonna miss.
Of course it is.
Unless you can get a +1 somehow.
I'll pray really hard to Tempest. I don't worship him, but...
Well, Tempest is sadly not with us this day.
Okay, then I will stay put.
In fact, Tempest and I gotta have a chat at some point. But... mostly just because of the fact that I didn't think we were gonna roll low enough to need it against these things.
Okay, I'm done then. Oh wait, no, I have inspiration.
We did say you have to say that you're using inspiration before.
Did I? Oh right, so
We
never
did.
mind then.
Plus,
Never mind.
you don't want to burn it on like a crap
I'm good.
hit.
Oh my god, my friend just got engaged.
Congratulations.
I didn't get engaged. No, thank you.
Congrats, friend.
One of our viewers inquired about games, so went on Facebook to get like the Facebook link.
Cool.
Okay, so, sorry, I'm messaging I was talking to one of our viewers. We have actual viewers. Let's say hi. Hi, viewers.
Hello.
Not crazy, I swear.
We are totally crazy. Airlogos waves. He's not playing his Game Boy today. Or maybe he is, and that's why he's waving. Giron, you're up.
Alright, is there still a spider next to me?
Yeah.
So, shocking grasp on that spider. Actually, how many spiders can are there still spiders in the distance, or are we pretty much all engaged in melee?
Everything's pretty much engaged in melee. There's one spider above you.
Got it. Alright, shocking grasp it is.
You're gonna hit the spider and injure it.
For electricity, and he can't take reactions, and I'm gonna move away 30 feet.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay, Blue, you are up.
I'm going to cast Shillelagh, and I'm going to try and whack the spider that's next to me. And I've got 2 attacks now because I was 6 level bard, so I'm going to do it again.
Okay. Ooh, this one's gonna hit.
Yay!
But the spider still looks like he's doing pretty well. He's definitely hanging on there. You have not really injured him, and you're afraid that he is going to do whatever spiders do and play music.
I've got a regular poison resistance. I'm okay.
Airlogus, you are up.
Okay,
Oh my god, I was trying to find a Spider-Man theme song, but I could not find one. Instead, I just hurt my ears a lot.
What about Spider Pig?
Ooh, that's a good one. I'll look for that. Okay, so what are you doing?
Are there any next to me?
Yes, you are... No, there are not.
No? Okay, then I'm going to use a bonus action, cast Hunter's Mark. And I'm going to toss it on an Ettercap.
Okay.
Okay. So, first shot.
I don't remember if this is... I like this. We'll play this. It's not really what I think of when I think of Spider Pig, but it's still good. We need some background noise. Okay. You attack. You hit. You were attacking the spider. No, Ettercap. You hit the Ettercap with, and you had Hunter's Marked it, right?
Yeah, you got the extra 100 mark
Were
damage.
there any Ettercaps next to allies?
Yes, there was one next to Uthgar, there was one next to Geth, and there was one next to Blue.
I'll shoot at the first one you mentioned, next to Uthgar. Does it hit?
Yeah.
You gotta add your 100 mark damage. There it
That
is.
sucked.
Crap, I just hit the back button.
15 damage.
I hate doing that.
Yeah, I have it on. I have the back button on my mouse, so I accidentally click it a lot.
I think sometimes it's like Alt and arrow key or something like that, and sometimes I hit it by mistake when I'm using TeamSpeak.
So 15 for the first one. Get back in.
Sorry, let me scroll up. Okay, yes, total of 15 damage to the first one. He is, as far as I know, it was an Ettercap, he's still alive. I'm loading
Alive? Okay,
yep.
Second shot. And I'm assuming 14 still hits.
Still hits. Nothing's changed there.
For 21 more.
21. He looks really injured now.
And if there's any way to get away from everybody, I will, or all the enemies, I will.
Yeah, you can,
Myself
because nobody was attacking from behind, so you can just totally back up a little bit.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay. Then the spiders are up. One spider above you, he then suddenly drops he already used his web. And does not recharge it. Then he's going to drop down on top of the other dead spider and try and bite at Alis.
Does being restrained reduce your AC?
It wouldn't matter, that would hit anyways.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot. I got shot in breath also because my sorcerer level.
10 damage and make a con saving throw. I don't like the song, actually. I'm changing my mind. Oh shoot, that's the wrong one. I need to clean out the music. I have all this old music in here. You make it. You make your con save. So you're going to take half damage. Nope. Wait. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong guy. Sorry.
Poisons tend to be all or nothing, right?
This is half.
Poison's usually shit.
Oh, fun.
Take 5 damage.
Okay.
How nice for you guys not getting hit.
Then the 2 other spiders are going to come up next to their Ettercap allies and attack each person. One spider attacking Uthgar. Hitting, and then the other spider is going to attack Giron. Is that a hit?
That's a hit, but I don't think I want to get hit, so I'm going to cast Shield.
Okay, so against Uthgar. Uthgar, make your con save, just don't roll a 1 and you have it. Okay, so take a total of 12 points of damage. Alis, you're up.
So there's a spider right next to me, right?
Yes, there is a spider right next to you.
I'm gonna misty step as far 30 feet backwards, and would that get me out of the webbing or restraining that I was in before? I assume.
Yeah.
All right, then I'm gonna shoot. Then I'm gonna shoot at it with my crossbow.
Okay. So you misty step back and then shoot your crossbow?
Yeah.
Cool. That is gonna miss.
That misses.
Somebody has an echo going. Geth, you are up.
Oh, go up to the nearest spider, ether cat, whatever. It doesn't really matter what it is. Thing 3 attacks on it. 17 for 11.
It's gonna hit. Which one did you want? You actually said both Ettercap and Spider, so pick which
Either
one.
or, whichever one's closer.
Okay, well, there was an Ettercap on Uthgar, an Ettercap on Blue, and an Ettercap on you?
It was?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think a spider was closer.
Okay, well, spider doesn't matter.
Okay, you... the first 2 attacks kill a spider.
Right.
And then you'll run up and attack another spider?
Sure.
Great. Then the Ettercaps are up. The Ettercap who is extremely injured, who tried to attack Blue, is going to the one who attacked Uthgar bit himself, is going to try and bite at Uthgar. This time he takes extreme caution not to bite his own arm. Because he didn't know this before, but he is not immune to his own poison.
Which is kind of hilarious.
I think
that
so.
they do poisonous creatures that aren't immune to poison. They hit like a freight train though, so... Yeah, there you go.
Did I say this was a bite? Yeah. For 10 points of damage, and don't roll the 1 on your con save.
Just curious, is the DC 13 or greater?
No, it's 11.
I literally can't fail it. Even in theory, even if you roll a 1, it doesn't matter on a save, and I've got plus 11.
Well, good
But
thing
I can understand why plus
good
1
thing that I'm overruling that because I allowed him to bite his own arm.
So half damage from that, or what? Or just full damage and no?
No, that was full. It was 10 damage, and then you don't get poisoned. But then as he tried to claw you,
Crit, of course.
As he clawed you, he just swiped into your, bashing your helmet off and taking 13 points of damage. And you once again realize that, while you're not clean-shaven, you look good with a day's growth.
I'm bloodied, so there's a lot of blood in there.
Then the other Ettercap that was just attacked by, one was by Blue, is going to attack Blue.
I thumb my nose at him as a non-action.
Then he takes his garrote and puts it. No, that his garrote already broke. He just claws you. Does that hit?
No.
Then he's gonna try and bite
21 'cause
you.
my Uber mask. That also misses.
I thought you said AC 20.
21.
Fine. Then the final remaining.
I
It's okay.
got +2 charisma, +1 charisma from my.
Yep. The final Ettercap is going to go up to Lonnie and try and takes his garrote and puts it behind Lonnie's neck and just tries to offer.
Didn't even steal from him.
Woo,
Yes,
not me.
yes.
Does that miss?
Yes.
Then he's gonna bite. And does that hit?
Sadly.
For 9 damage, and give me a DC 11 con save.
Of course.
Oh, okay, doesn't matter.
Oof.
You are poisoned for 1 minute. You can repeat the save at the end of each turn. Uthgar, you're up.
Motherfucking spiders on my motherfucking back.
Can somebody look up? I don't have my condition sheet. What poison does? I don't know where I put it.
Disadvantage on attacks.
Cool. Okay, Uthgar's
Maybe
up.
saves. So I've got a non-injured Ettercap and 2 spiders on me, as I recall.
No, you have an injured Ettercat because
You also had spiders attack me, so I know I've got some on me.
yeah, you have 1 spider and 1 Ettercap on you.
Okay, and Ettercap is looking decently healthy.
No, Ettercap looks really injured because it was the one that Erlogos shot.
Well, it's going to feel suddenly very weak as its strength is drained from it as I move my hex to it for strength. And we whipping out Spider Staff O'Doom. Let's hope for the best. Ugh, 11 versus AC.
It's gonna miss.
Yeah, that's what I figured. And swinging again. 18, hold up. Hold up,
Don't. It kills it.
Oh, okay. I slurp up its tasty juices, and that's the end of my turn.
I gag a little bit.
Lonnie is up. Also, I gagged a little bit. In real life.
So tasty.
There's still an Ettercap next to Ayla?
No, Ayla teleported away. There's one next to
There's spiders
Blue.
30 feet away from me.
There's one next to Blue and one next to you,
Oh,
I think.
well. Is there anybody else within 5 feet of the one next to me?
Sorry, repeat that?
Is there anyone else within 5 feet of the one next to me?
Yes, there is.
Then I will stab it.
Sounds good. Let's go. I'm feeling this. Oh, yeah. See that damage. Okay, it looks somewhat injured. Is anything else?
I'm gonna disengage away from it.
Okie doke. Giron, you're up.
Still a spider next to me.
Mm-hmm.
I will shocking grasp.
Okay.
Well, that. Oh wait, no. I disengaged, or I moved away from the last one. I just remembered. But that would have been my attack for like firebolt or something, so it still would have missed.
Okay. Blue, you're up.
Blue is going to try and whack the spider again. Where's my character sheet? There it is. Looks like 2 hits.
Yep.
And if
And
the first hit kills it, it'll